Learning to sell. People are always going to have objections when it comes to sales. Objections are okay. It's just all about the way that you handle the objection. Getting a conversion from your online campaign is just one part of your selling machine. One of the most common objections is centered around price. So for example, your prospect will tell you they can't afford it. This can make it hard to answer even for the best sales agents in the world. The trick is not to get thrown by their objection. The way I would handle it would be something like this. How much are you currently doing per month? When they answer with, let's say, $3,500, you can then say, and how much do you want to be doing? Let's pretend that they say $15,000 per month. You can then ask, how long have they been trying to achieve that $15,000 a month for? For the sake of this example, we're going to say 1 year. Now, here's the twist. Your response to this should be something like, okay, well, from what you said, if you've been trying to achieve the $15,000 per month, less the $3,500 that you've managed to achieve already, that's costing you $11,500 per month. That's $138,000 per year that you're currently losing by not changing something that you're doing right now. Now, you tell me, can you actually afford to lose that? When they go all quiet because they're trying to take in what you've just told them, you can then ask if they believe that people in their industry are currently doing $15,000 per month. When they say yeah, which they will, you should be strong and sharp and say, well, you're not. So the question is, what are you going to do to get there? Notice throughout this whole thing that I am putting real responsibility and accountability onto them, rather than it being about us. In one of my other videos, I explained that selling is about creating a story and a lifestyle for them, letting them see the benefit before it happens. This is the same thing. You have to assign a cost to them. Show them the consequences of what they are, or more like what they are not doing. Many people believe that there is no cost to them not changing something and not hitting the company's goals and targets. But there is a cost. In fact, there is a massive cost to this. And sometimes this cost can be the business. You need to help them see this. Don't just say it, let them figure this out. Remember, your job is not about selling the beach or the $1 million house. It's about guiding them to the lifestyle that they want to live, as well as the consequences of their actions. Remember, when you are saying and doing this stuff, it's all about the delivery. You need to be harsh without sounding too harsh. You need to be confident without sounding arrogant. You need to be pushy without sounding pushy. It's all in the way you say it. You need the prospect to believe and trust in what you are saying so they can come to the decision themselves. Being in sales means you are going to deal with a number of objections. From time to time, you're going to have someone who tells you they are super keen and to send the paperwork, etc., etc. I've seen this so many times. The super enthusiastic saying, yeah, let's do it. Then I have watched the sales agent get super excited, hang up the phone and send the paperwork, and then nothing comes back. After you call them a few times, they fob you off with an excuse. Call me next week, call me after a month, call me in 2 months. Really sorry, something's come up, and then finally tell you they've decided against it. As with most humans, your response would be, but why? I thought you were super excited. And from here, the sale is lost. And truthfully, in most cases, the sale was lost from the first excuse made. This is very common. And the reason for it is really simple. It's called power. You have not qualified the lead properly. The truth is, people buy on emotion. And if they think that they can get your service from anywhere and at any time because you're at their beck and call, then the importance is not there. And they will always say yes and then think of a reason why they can't later. And you'll lose every single time. So, when you get someone who is super keen and tells you, yes, let's get started, you may want to remember what tends to happen. And you may want to say something like, that's great, but before we do that, let's go through a few more things. Ask them what their business has been doing so far, and include a few more qualifying questions. Then say to them, we work with many different people and businesses, so we just want to make sure that we're the right fit for each other. With this comment, it makes them feel like you need to accept them into your business, as if they need to qualify for the position of the client. This will create excitement when you let them in, meaning you have changed the power around and should get the sale signed straight away. Remember, when something is running out, people want it more.